What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Heavy J. Welcome to the Contemporary Comrades podcast. And as you can see, like usual, we are with our great friends at the World Economic Forum. Yes, those bastards. Yes. They've got a new, what do you call it? Simulation that they've done, right? Or a new prediction, if you will, or a new pre-warning, if you will, for a cyber attack with COVID-like characteristics. Now, I really want y'all to peep game when we watch this video, all right? I really want y'all to peep game. Because if there's one thing we know about the World Economic Forum, is that they either are magicians, which they also probably are. That's another story. Either they're magicians or they predict the future. Because everything that they simulate comes true. Right? And we've gone over that in multiple videos. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the shit. But before I get into the shit, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Let us know how you feel about this and all that good shit. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into fucking bullshit.
The COVID-19 pandemic has shaken our economies and societies to the core and shown us how vulnerable we are to biological threats. In the digital world, similar risks are being overlooked right now. A cyber attack with COVID-like characteristics would spread faster and further than any biological virus.
Y'all hear that, right? Okay.
Its reproductive rate would be around 10 times greater than what we've experienced with the coronavirus. To give you an idea, one of the fastest worms in history, the 2003 Slammer sapphire worm, doubled in size approximately every 8.5 seconds, infecting over 75,000 devices in 10 minutes and almost 11 million devices in 24 hours. Fortunately, at least until now, cyber attacks have not impacted our health the way pandemics have, but the economic damages, and therefore the impact they have had on our daily lives, have been equal and sometimes even greater.
Look, man, they're preparing y'all for something. And when I say y'all, I mean me and us here in the Comrades included. They're preparing us for something, okay? Because we gotta again connect the dots, right? They've been saying it's time for a financial reset. That's the fucking first thing they came out and said. That's what got them so much shit last year. It's time for a reset of the financial system. What's the easiest way to do that? Maybe collapse it and start something else? Would you think that that's a good way to reset something completely? Because let's think of what a reset is. What does a reset button do on your fucking PlayStation? It fucking cuts that motherfucker off and cuts it right back on. But you can't do that with a financial system. What you can do is when you reset something like a financial system, you fucking cut that motherfucker off and you cut it back on, but they're going to cut it back on some other way. All right? And with the new chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler, who just got sworn in yesterday, I believe. So if you're watching this, today's April 15th. So excuse me, Gary Gensler was sworn in April 14th, right? As a new chairman of the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. Guess what Mr. Gensler did? Mr. Gensler taught blockchain technology at MIT. And you ask, what is blockchain technology? All these decentralized finance, all the cryptocurrency things everybody's talking about, which we might get into on this podcast. We might. We'll see. But, he taught the technology behind that at MIT. Guess what MIT is helping the Federal Reserve do? Come out with a digital dollar by July. Yeah, they're going to be testing a digital dollar by July, by the way. Oh, in China, they've already got a digital yuan, by the way. Let's get that straight. So now let's put these things together. So now you've got the merging of, fiat currency with the digital world. And now you're seeing shit like, oh, what happens if a cyber attack with COVID-like characteristics? What would happen? What would the impact be? It's all for your fucking reaction. And again, this is just classic problem, reaction, solution. They make up a problem. They get the desired reaction out of it, and they come up with a solution. And your dumbass thinks that it's all just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh, they're saving the day. They're doing this for the greater good of everybody. They're going to help everybody out. No. It's all planned. It's all scripted. It's all been thought out and drawn up and talked about for decades. Let's keep watching.
You see, the only way to stop the exponential propagation of a COVID-like cyber threat is to fully disconnect the millions of vulnerable devices from one another and from the internet. All of this in a matter of days.
Yeah, you heard that right. You heard that right.
A single day without the internet would cost our economies more than $50 billion, and that's before considering the economic and societal damages should these devices be linked to essential services such as transport or healthcare.
You see how they get you? Tell me why a motherfucker is going to simultaneously tell you that you need to have everything connected to the internet. You need the Internet of Things, the Internet of Bodies, the blockchain, all this other bullshit, right? Get these damn get these damn ITIS microchips that transmit the data over the internet. Everybody work from home over the internet, right? They tell you they see what they're doing. They lead you over to one way, and then they fucking pull the chair out from under you right when you're about to sit down. That's what's going on right now. Everybody's about to have their fucking chair pulled out from under them right when they're about to start sitting down. I want everybody who's watching this right now to be very, very careful. I want, and really, can you even prepare for something like this? Like, let's be honest. Other than, what having some good virus software, what's that going to do? What's that going to do if Verizon, or if, think of an ISP, what good is that going to do if Comcast, your internet service provider, gets hacked and their services are down nationwide? What's that going to do? What good's a virus software going to do then? Right? But again, I just want everybody to be weary of this, because the fact that this think tank, these people are bringing this to your attention should let you know it's probably going to happen. It's not a matter of if, but when. But let's keep watching.
As the digital realm increasingly merges with our physical world, the ripple effects of cyber attacks on our safety just keep on expanding at a faster pace than what we're preparing for. COVID-19 was known as an anticipated risk. So is the digital equivalent. Let's be better prepared for.
You see how they're mentally binding what you feel about COVID. So everything that they've programmed you to think and feel about COVID, now they're going to program you to think and feel that about a cyber attack or the internet. Now everybody knows about the big old SolarWinds hack that was Russia. You see what I'm doing here? The SolarWinds hack that was Russia that caused the sanctions that Sleepyhead put on them, right? That's just one little stepping stone in this whole thing. Now let's not forget that.
That one. The time is now.
Look, man. These some nasty motherfuckers, man. That's all I got to say. World Economic Forum, y'all some nasty motherfuckers, man. I mean, look.
The COVID-19.
That's my bad. But so we were going to do a sort of a financial type of a live stream, but I feel like this needs to be talked about right. This particular part of that needs to be talked about right now, because people need to be aware of this. There's a lot of shit going on at once right now. You've got cryptocurrency markets with $1 trillion caps, right? You've got cryptocurrency exchanges being listed as publicly traded companies in the traditional stock market. So you're merging the digital and the physical right there, right? You've got multiple central banks trying to get these digital currencies popping off. You've got cross-border payments popping off. You've got all this digital bullshit, right? Nothing physical and real is going to really even exist anymore. And then what do? They put the nasty icing on top of the nasty cake and say, hey, it might be a cyber attack with COVID-like characteristics. Hey, we should probably be aware that, hey, you guys might want to watch out, right? Good and damn well, they're just salivating, waiting for the right time, waiting for all the stars to align, waiting for all the numbers to line up. Shout out to all my gematria people who know what I'm talking about. Waiting for everything to line up just perfectly so they can pull the plug, so they can pull that chair out from under you motherfuckers right before you sit down. Right? But look, take it for a grain of salt. I'm just going off of what I've seen historically from these motherfuckers. Y'all do y'all's own due diligence, do y'all's own research on this shit. Come up with ways to prepare yourself for this type of scenario. And you know, we might get into this a little bit deeper on a live stream, something like that, but I just really wanted to bring awareness to this because I know this came out in January. This is kind of old, if you will. This is old in the technological age, right? It's a couple months old, a few months old. But yeah, I just want to bring awareness to it, man. And really, with that being said, shit, it's Heavy J, it's the Comrades. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Make sure y'all pay attention to this bullshit. Make sure y'all start connecting those dots like we keep telling you to connect. And come to your conclusions and create your own realities. Shout out to the Forerunner. And we out. Peace.